Student friends, in the last week we started the last topic, that is computer communication. In last three period we covered the concept of computer communication, data code, and then we have covered types of computer communication, that is serial and parallel communication, which is referred as asynchronous and synchronous type of computer communication. Doesn't matter, it may be asynchronous or synchronous type of communication. To undergo a successful communication, communication should be error-free, and required data must reach from transmitting computer to the receiving computer. Just to understand what transmitter is transmitting as far as receiver is being considered. To undergo such a successful communication, the communication should be error-free, and to undergo such a error-free communication, the transmitting computer and receiving computer must follow some rules, some procedures, some guidelines. The rules, the procedures, the guidelines used by transmitting and receiving computer to undergo successful digital data communication, that is known as the protocol. Dear students, in this today's lecture, we are going to study the protocol, error detection and correction. As I already stated that to undergo successful communication, the transmitting computer and receiving computer must and should obey some rules, some guidelines, some procedure. Those rules, those procedure, those guidelines that makes the digital data communication successful between two communicating devices are known as the protocols. Dear students, as the digital data communication is a high-speed data communication, there may be a possibility of occurring an error. Then error means what? Error means change of bit pattern, change of variation in 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. The change of data bit from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0 creates an error, and these errors are generated due to noise, due to interference, due to equipment malfunctioning. Therefore, these errors must be detected during the communication. And if the errors are not detected, then incorrect data is going to be received by the receiving computer. That type of communication has not meaning. So correct transmission and reception of data must be there in between two computers. So that's why the errors must be detected, and detected errors are also corrected. So that is our aim to study, that is protocol, error and detection. Errors may going to occur in synchronous as well as in asynchronous type of communication. Irrespective of the type of communication, there may be a possibility of occurring an errors. Dear students, in asynchronous communication or in serial communication, a simple protocol that is used between transmitting and receiving computer, and that is attaching start and stop bit. Already we have studied in serial communication. When transmitting computer output line is held high, that is at mark level, both the computer have to understand that no communication is going to taking place between them. But when mark signal goes to space, that is, it goes from high to low, then receiving computer recognizes that communication is going to begin. After this particular understanding, the transmitting computer starts sending the data continuously, serially, one after the another. And at the end, again transmitting computer sends the mark signal that indicates that the communication is over. So this is one of the simple protocol to make understanding between transmitting and receiving computer as far as serial communication is there, and that is attaching an extra bit, that is a start bit and stop bit. Here mark signal is called as a start bit and space signal is called as the stop bit. So attaching an extra bit, namely start and stop bit, is a kind of a protocol that is used in synchronous communication between the two computers. But when multiple computers with alphabets, numbers, punctuation mark and other symbols are transmitted in a group of block one by one, to identify the block, one or more special characteristics are transmitted prior to block and after the block. When many group of characters formed by the alphabets, numbers, punctuation mark, other symbols are to be communicated, then prior to each block, some more special characteristics are attached at the beginning or end of the block, as far as block to block communication is being considered. These additional characteristics are added to the beginning and end of the block to perform the many functions. Means the additional characteristics are going to be added at the beginning of the block, forming many characters, numbers, punctuation mark, and also after the completion of the block, they have to perform the many functions. These may begin, again, it is of 7 or 8 bit code. This indicates beginning and end of transmission. These are used to identify the block of the data and provide error detection, checking and correction. When we are attaching the special characteristics, special symbols at the beginning and end of the block that contains the actual data in the form of alphabets, numbers and punctuation marks, these specially attached 7-bit or 8-bit code has to perform the functions of beginning of the block, end of the transmission, identify the content of the block in the form of a data. It is provided to detect the error and also checking and correcting the errors. So that is the role of attaching and 7-bit and 8-bit code, in addition to actually data to be transmitted in the form of block, which is attached at the beginning and also at the end of the block. Dear students, handshaking signal is used to indicating the status of transmitter and receiver. So handshaking is the one of the protocol that is used during the transmission and receiving. For example, transmitter sends the ready signal indicating its status. Now we are trying to understand the handshaking protocol. In handshaking protocol, transmitting computer sends the ready signal to the receiving computer continuously. Then what is the role of receiver? If the receiver is busy, it sends a busy signal back to back to the transmitter. Receiving computer reads the status of the ready signal sent by the transmitting computer. If suppose it is busy, it sends the busy signal back to the transmitter till it is able to receive the signal to be transmitting by the transmitting computer. Even though that is the case, transmitter continue to send the ready signal until receiving computer sends the ready signal. This is the handshaking. When the work of receiving computer is over, receiving computer also sends the ready signal. That is what it is called as handshaking. After handshaking, transmitting computer starts sending the data. That is now the data transmission takes place. After completion of transmission, additional handshaking takes place and receiver acknowledges about the reception of information. So this is the handshaking protocol with which two computers perform the successful communication. Another protocol that is used, that is known as X-modem protocol. Dear students, X-modem protocol is widely used again in the data communication between PC in synchronous in asynchronous mode with the ASCII code. Again, this is the protocol that is used in serial communication by using ASCII code. Transmission begins with the receiving computer by informing negative acknowledgement. It is a somewhat different type of protocol. In X-modem protocol, receiving computer provides negative acknowledgement for the transmitting computer, NAK. This negative acknowledgement, it is a 7-bit ASCII code sent by the receiving computer after every 10 seconds until transmitter recognizes. Means a 7-bit ASCII code will be sent by the receiving computer to the transmitting computer, indicating negative acknowledgement till transmitting computer recognizes that particular code. When the transmitting computer recognizes negative acknowledgement, it will begin to send 128-byte block of data. After recognition in NAK, the transmitting computer sends 128-byte block of data. This block begins with start of header indicating beginning of transmission. The first block is start of header that indicates that beginning of the transmission. Transmission will begin. Header consists of 2 bytes, one to indicate the block number in binary code and other complement of the block number, that is all bits are inverted. What SOH header consists? It contains the 2 bytes, one indicates the block number in binary code and other the complement of that particular number. That is understanding between transmitting and receiving computer. After that, 128-byte data is transmitted. At the end, transmitting computer sends checksum. Once the transmission is over, data is sent by the transmitting computer. Then transmitting computer sends the signal to the receiving computer, that checksum. Checksum means it is a signal to the receiving computer to check the sum of all the bits, binary bits. And if checksum of receiving computer matches with the checksum of transmitting bits, then successful communication is taking place. Checksum is binary sum of all the binary information for the error detection. Receiver checks the sum. If Checksum is same as transmitted block. Block is received correctly. Then receiving computer sends acknowledge signal back to the transmitter. Receiving computer gives acknowledgement. परत पावती देणे त्याला म्हणतात. Then next block is sent by the transmitting computer. If the block is not received correctly, checksum will not match. If any problem that is going to be existing between communicating computers, then checksum will not match. Under that condition, again receiving computer sends the negative acknowledgement back to the transmitter, and the transmitter will again send the same block again till the checksum is going to match. Once the checksum is going to match, then receiving computer gives the acknowledgement signal indicating that communication is successful. The transmitting computer will send end of transmission to receiving computer replies it as an acknowledgement. So this is the X modem protocol that is used in serial communication. Friends, we studied handshaking and X modem protocol attaching start bit and stop bit as far as asynchronous or serial type of communication, how the produced errors are detected and those are corrected by following the protocols used in it to make the digital data communication successful. Now students, friends, we are going to study the errors protocols in synchronous communication. Those are called as the synchronous protocol, that is in parallel communication. In synchronous communication, protocol is complex. Bisync is widely used protocol. Protocol used in synchronous communication is bisync, name of that protocol. It is a bisync protocol. It begins with transmission of 2 or more sync bits. We know synchronous communication means all the bits are transmitted at a time, and in that 2 bytes are sync byte, indicating synchronization of transmitting and receiving computer. And that's why synchronous communication begins with the transmission of 2 or more sync bits. This indicates the beginning of transmission, and to initialize the clock in receiving modem to ensure proper synchronization of data. Sync bit indicates the sync bit synchronizes the transmission and reception of the communicating computer. It also initializes the clock to the receiving modem for the proper synchronization of the data to be transmitted at a time. After sync bit, there is a start of header, as we already studied. It is transmitted. It is group of characters to identify type of message to be sent, a block number, priority code, and routing destination. So that is the purpose for which here send of header is set. The purpose is it identifies the type of message, a block number, priority code, and routing destination. The end of header is signaled by the start of text. STX means start of text. Now desired information is transmitted. Start of text means text transmission begins. A 1 byte at a time, the receiver will sort the information into individual binary word and send parallelly to the PC. A block is of 256 characters, as the end of block, that is end of ETB is transmitted. It is the last block, then ETX is transmitted. ETX means end of transmission. ETB means end of transmitting block. ETX means end of transmission. At last, ETX means end of transmitting text. At last, EOT is sent to indicate end of transmission. At the end of every transmission, binary check code is used to detect the error. In case of serial communication, checksum is the process. Here, BCC, that is a binary check code, is used to detect the error and get it corrected. The main objective of error detection and correction is to ensure fully correct transmission of the information. So why these are necessary? Why to detect the error, correct it? For that purpose, protocols are used. The reason behind that is the main objective of the error detection correction is to ensure fully correct transmission of information. Transmission should be correct, transmission should be successful, it should be error free, so that whatever receiver, whatever transmitter want to communicate, same thing it is to be received by the receiving computer. Dear students, when high data rates are used in noisy environment, bit error may occur. If signal to noise ratio is good, error will be less. We know the importance of signal to noise ratio. This will decide the noise level. If noise is more, naturally errors may going to occur, it will be more. If noise is less, errors are going to be gets reduced. So here also signal to noise ratio should be better so as to reduce the error. The number of bit error occur for given number of bits transmitted is referred as bit error rate, that is BER. Its definition is the number of bit error occur for a given number of bits which are transmitted. It is called as bit error rate. It is a ratio of number of bit error to a total number of bits transmitted. That is the definition. Ratio of number of bit error, how many number of bit error occurs upon total number of bits transmitted. For example, if there is a one error for 1 lakh bits transmitted, then bit error is 1 upon 1 lakh. And bit error rate is 10 raised to minus 5. Dear students, many methods are used to transmit the data with 100% accuracy. Simplest way is to transmit each character or message multiple times. Multiple times unit, it is received correctly. It is known as redundancy. Repeatedly, same data is going to be transmitted till it will be received correctly. As you are studying, you are reading the same material many times, and then you are going to understanding. With repeatedly reading, you are going to understanding something, that is called as redundancy. Here also, same data is transmitted again and again till the correct information is reached to the receiving computer. This is known as redundancy. Other method is use of automatic checking accuracy code, that is the ARQ, is another method of checking the accuracy of transmission, that is the exact code count. It is a 7-bit code. ARQ is the 7-bit code, always carries 3 ones in it. What is the code? It carries 3 ones in it, in the 7-bit code. If the count is 3, then transmission is correct. If count changes from 3, maybe some error occur. It is to be detected, it is to be corrected. It always checks for 3 ones. If that changes, then there may be possibility of occurring an error, then it should be detected, it should be corrected during the transmission so as to undergo a successful communication, either by using redundancy or by using the ARQ. Due to any reason, number of bits will change, the number of 1 will have the different value indicates the error. Parity checking is also a method to detect the error. Dear students, you are well aware with the parity. You have studied in basic part first. Parity means attaching an extra group to the binary data to be communicated, and always it is checked for that particular parity. If while transmitting there is odd parity, at the time of reception it is checked for odd parity. And if during the transmission, if there is even parity, then at the receiving end it is checked for the even parity. Parity means it is an additional bit attached to data so as to get either odd parity or even parity. It is always checked for that particular parity throughout the transmission will complete. The cyclic redundancy code and block check error are also methods to detect and correct the errors during the transmission. Dear students, it might be serial communication or it might be a parallel communication. Errors may occur due to the noise, due to variation in signal to noise ratio, due to high speed data communication, the reason whatever it may be. But once the error is occurred, it must be detected. Detected error must be corrected, and after correcting that particular error, only proper data is received by the receiving computer. Then and then only by making a correct acknowledgement between both the computers, one can say the communication became a very successful. So that's why to undergo a successful communication, noise-free communication, error-free communication, some protocols, some guidelines, some procedures which are used, those guidelines, those rules are called as the protocols. Thus, student friends, by using protocols, one can detect the error, one can correct the error, and then maybe the communication is done serially, maybe it is done parallelly. That communication made very successful communication. So that's what the meaning of error, how those are detected, how it is corrected by using the protocols which are required for synchronous and also the asynchronous type of communication. The protocols may be attaching an extra bit, that is a start bit and stop bit, X modem protocol, handshake protocol, BCC protocol, checksum protocol, synchronous protocol, bisync protocol, whatever may be. The purpose is that to reduce the error and make the computer communication successful. So that's all about protocols, error, detection and their correction. Next time we'll go for the next aspect of the computer communication.